hey, Sean, there's a lot of uncertainty and panic and opinions out there about what's going on right now around your city, country, or around the world with the coronavirus. And for most of my colleagues who are freelance or project-based creators, it's a little scary financially because if you're anything like me, the last of your gigs have been canceled for the foreseeable future and you don't have any projects for the next several weeks. Maybe you've got some stuff later this summer that hasn't been canceled yet, but odds are you've got nothing in your short-term pipeline that you're going out there to do, and that can be scary financially because if we are forced to hunker down for several weeks, we need to have money to buy supplies and food and all that stuff, and that's not lost on me. And I hope that we as a nation and as a world can help each other out to make sure that we provide for each other in a safe way. So if we have a few weeks where we're potentially not working at all and we have a lot of time that we don't typically have, I want to frame this as an opportunity to do a few things that may help you professionally, financially, and emotionally through this time. Number one, a lot of us struggle with the work-life balance thing. There's no excess of time when we're in full-on production mode and we're working long days back to back, we're working our weekends and things like that. And so we don't always spend that time on ourselves. So work out. Do some push-ups and sit-ups. Go for a jog in a nice open park away from people. Do some yoga. And then spend some time meditating and working on your mental health a little bit, especially in this time where there's panic and there's news, and if you're limited to being by yourself, we do things to ourselves in our head, and then if your only window to the outside world is via social media and the news, you gotta be careful because it can look pretty scary, but if you're being responsible, there's no reason to panic. And so take some time to work on your physical and mental health during this extra period of time that we potentially have where we're not really able to work the way that we're used to working. Number two, use the time to educate yourself. There's so much good content out there. There's classes, there's master classes and MZ and a bunch of stuff on Teachable and Skillshare. Use the time to study, to try something new, mess with camera settings you haven't messed with before, get out old gear that you haven't used and see what you can get out of it. Use this time to elevate yourself professionally, and maybe that's watching some movies. Watching some movies or doing research on other designers, whatever your craft is as a creator, look at what your peers have done and take some time to just watch some stuff and be inspired and look for things that you can incorporate into your own work or things that you can tweak. Go back and watch some of your previous work, but really take the time to reflect on your own craft and see if there aren't ways that you can educate yourself and better yourself so that in a few weeks, when hopefully things resume and go back to somewhat of normalcy, you're better than you were at the start of this and you didn't spend 2 weeks just worrying and waiting and panicking. You actually used the time productively to work on yourself and your career. And lastly, this isn't just about me, but there's a lot of creators out there who have online content. And for everyone who's project-based, but we've got these little things out there. We've got our YouTube channel, we've got some online courses and stuff like that. Watch videos from your favorite creators, subscribe to their channels, because that little bit of recurring revenue that people can get from their Google AdSense or from these different online things that they have, if you're going to educate yourself and better yourself professionally, if there's a way that you could spend that time or use any money that you would use to get these classes or this information, if you can spend that on somebody who is project-based and could use that recurring income or could use some extra YouTube views or subscribers. If you're not doing much else, watch some YouTube videos of some smaller creators because there's a lot of people who are going to be impacted by this financially, and those views add up to ad minutes, and that makes a huge difference. So relax, but be cautious and courteous and think of the bigger picture, and with the space that you get in this social distancing that we're a part of right now and the time that you have as all of our projects shut down, use this to better yourself physically, mentally and emotionally, professionally, and use a bit of that time to help your other fellow creators generate a little bit of revenue if you can. So thanks for watching. Go subscribe to people, go watch people's videos, find stuff that you enjoy and use this time productively, because I think if we do that, we're gonna help each other get through this just a little bit better in the long run. Thanks for watching. See you later.